Hey, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegans. So hopefully you saw the video that I put out roughly a month ago where I told you guys how I've completely changed how I'm training, how I'm working out. It's I'll show you here. It's a book called Jump Attack. In case you didn't see that video, it's written by the person who trained in the past Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley, and in more recent decades, Kobe Bryant and Dwyane Wade, just to name a few. So earlier today at the gym, I completed the second of the 3 phases of Jump Attack. My video from last month was me completing phase 1. So each phase is about 4 weeks long, so it takes about 3 months to complete Jump Attack. And for those who have no idea what Jump Attack is, it's designed to train athletes to become more explosive, like quicker off the dribble, faster, jump higher, as opposed to becoming just like big, bulky, strong athletes. You will gain some strength from this for sure, but that's not his primary purpose. So anyway, let me show you what I've been doing for the past 3 weeks. Twice a week I've been doing the relentless legs workout. As for upper body, has some exercises in there, but I've just been doing my own thing just to let you know exactly what I've been doing. So anyway, let's have a look. I always like to get a nice warm up on the basketball court, shooting around. Today, these guys really wanted to play 2-on-2, so I reluctantly did. I have my glasses on. I don't want to get them damaged, and I want to save my energy for Jump Attack. But yeah, I got a nice 25-minute warm up. Perfect. Just like in phase 1, phase 2 is no different. Each of these sequences begins with a pre-exhaustion exercise. And the goal is to pre-exhaust, fatigue some of the larger muscles that are hard to fatigue, like the glutes, so they get the full effect of the workout. And this is called a glute bridge, and you're just trying to elevate your hips as high as possible. So now the real nitty-gritty of sequence 6 begins with sitting squats, where you start off with this isometric hold about an inch above the bench for 10 seconds on week 3. And notice my feet, my toes are on a plate, which makes this even more challenging. Then you explode up to a standing position. The first one's never that explosive, and you do 10 repetitions of this in total. Remember, this is not for like your maximum squat or anything like this. We're training for explosiveness, so we're going a little bit lighter. And once you see what happens next, you'll see why you don't want to do your maximum squat on these sitting squats. And then immediately you go into lunge butt kickers. Just as the name sounds out, you start in a lunge position and you jump up so that both of your heels hit your butt. And for week 3, you do this for 6 reps on each side. You know, left foot forward, right foot forward. And then when you're done, you take a rest. No, you take a little tiny breather and then you repeat. Again, you go back to the sitting squats, lunge butt kickers, sitting squats, lunge butt kickers for a total of 3 reps of the whole thing. I'm only going to show you one of these, but each sequence ends with this hip flexor stretch, which loosens the hips back up and makes your thrashed legs feel a little bit better. And so you don't forget I did these, all the sequences begin with that pre-fatiguing glute bridge. So the real first exercise of sequence 7 are these reverse lunges, where you step back on one foot and do this isometric hold for 10 seconds on week 3. And I should mention, I didn't get this on the camera, but the front feet are on plates, like 5 or 10 pound plates, which elevate you a bit more and make this more dynamic and challenging. So once you're done with that hold, as you see here, you start stepping back and forth up onto the plate and back, and you do that 10 times with the right foot as I'm working there. And once that's over, of course, it's symmetrical. You step back, hold again for 10 seconds with the left foot, and then do 10 repetitions. And then I head over to the mats and do 6 repetitions of tuck jumps. You jump straight into the air and you bring your knees up to your chest. And I have to admit, these are a little painful. A few weeks ago, I was doing some pull-ups and somehow strained my lower right ab. So I'm just trying to do my best here without making it any worse. And then once this is over, remember, this is just the first set, and you do 3 sets of these reverse lunges and tuck jumps. So if sequence 7 looked pretty hard, sequence 8 I think is the apex of phase 2 of Jump Attack. It begins with this 10-second isometric hold, at least for week 3, and then you go into burpee deadlifts, something that I didn't even know existed. And unfortunately for me, these burpee deadlifts engage the lower abdominal muscles, so I'm feeling a little ab strain here, so I'm just trying to take it easy. And again, you're not going for your maximum deadlift here. I can deadlift much more than this, but to do 10 repetitions of burpee deadlifts and do 3 sets of this, and plus you haven't even seen what I have to do after this. 6 repetitions of seated box jumps. And since this jump 2 engages the lower ab muscles, I start cautiously. I start with a lower, easier stack to jump onto, and then start building the height up to where I probably would start at if I was fully healthy. And yeah, it's feeling good. The ab is feeling good. I got 3 complete days of rest. And then back to some more burpee deadlifts. Fun, fun, fun. And the second of my 3 sets of seated box jumps that follow the burpee deadlifts. And the abs feeling good, legs feeling good. So yeah, it's all working out so nicely. I'm gonna add the highest stacks here that I've ever done, and yeah, I'm making it. So I'm gonna keep on with these like 14 stacks on my seated box jumps. And again, I'm gonna do another set of burpee deadlifts and another set of these. I didn't even feel this one bit, but look at this nice little scrape I got. So tired from all that jumping, but we're almost there. Sequence 9 begins off with a straight leg deadlift hold. Week 3, you hold it for 10 seconds, and not sure if I'm doing this perfectly right. The guy in the book gets down a bit lower than I do, but I think he's a bit shorter than me too, maybe looser and definitely younger. Anyway, after the hold, you do 10 repetitions of the straight leg deadlift. And then immediately you launch into these one-legged butt kickers. Just as the name sounds, you stand on one leg and you jump up so that the heel of your jumping foot actually slaps or taps your butt. And for week 3, you do 6 repetitions on each side. So I'm starting off here with the right foot. And yeah, I'm hitting my butt pretty much all of these repetitions. I think I missed it a few times, which is to be expected. My legs are pretty tired at this point. And once I'm done with this, we're not done. Then we go back to those straight leg deadlift holds and these one leg butt kickers for a total of 3 reps. All right, finally, sequence 10, which are basically these weighted calf raises. You do this isometric hold on your tippy toes on these plates for 10 seconds on week 3, and then you lower down and do 15 reps in a slow, controlled manner. And fortunately, no jump follows here on sequence 10. When you're done with this, you just take a little tiny pause and repeat this for a total of 3 reps total. And then this all ends with a nice, pleasant calf stretch. And since I'm not jumping anymore, I've been in my As Nature Intended shoes. They're fully vegan. I love lifting in these. Go to anibrand.com, use code HAPPYVEGAN, and 5% of your order will go to Mercy for Animals. And if it isn't obvious from watching this video, I just want to let you know this is really difficult. Not because it's like the heaviest weights in the world or you're running for 4 hours. It's because the whole nature of it. You're fatiguing your muscles and doing resistance training, and then immediately doing a bunch of plyometric jumping and repeating and going through several sequences. So this is one occasion, as all my life seems to be now. I'm really glad that I don't eat meat. I'm not eating foods that are inflaming me. Having this plant-based vegan diet, it helps me at age 51, which Jump Attack was not intended for, to recover quickly and keep doing all the workouts every week. So anyway, leave your questions and comments down below. Have you ever done anything like this kind of weird plyometric resistance training? Have you had good results as a vegan recovering quicker? So let me know down below, and until next time guys, remember, it doesn't suck being vegan.